Yeah, you're the one who makes this stuff look good, Dennis. You gotta be in there.
All right, you're on.
Okay. Isn't it upside down?
That's what I thought. Because yesterday I was holding it this way.
Yeah.
But this way it's upside down right now. Like the numbers are upside down.
Really?
This way the numbers are right side up.
Nice. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. Okay, cooking show at Mule. I feel a little bit like Rachel Ray. She was a cook, right? Rachel Ray's a cook.
Yeah?
We're making it up. So yesterday we talked about how we put the metals together. This is about how we make the metals look like guitars. So it all starts out with a sheet of steel and a giant laser machine at PTM over in Fairhaven. And this is what they look like when we get them. This is cut out on a $1 million laser machine. All these little flanges are important. So the first step that happens when we get a resonator top is we flange it over this honking piece of steel. So what that flange does is it gives us a corner and a surface area to wick that solder into. And you would think that because steel is super hard, that when you're going through and you're hammering it, it's just going to do what you want it to do, but it actually spreads out. And so what these little slots do is it gives a spot for that metal to spread into. In the beginning, when I didn't know anything, this was all solid, and by the time I get to the end, it would be all wrinkly, and that's because all of that extra space created by the hammering ended up in one little spot. So that's what these relief cuts do. So we do that for the top, and we do that for the back, and then we put the back on this form here, and so the back will be on top, and then we take this side strip here, and we wrap it around here, and so these clamps and the pins on here make sure that the sides are in the correct location, and then that gets soldered on first. So that'll go underneath the hood with Dennis, and the back gets soldered on, and then the same thing for the top. We'll flange the top, and then inside, these are sound wall pieces, so this is where the cones, this is for a tricone, and so the sound wall will get soldered together, get soldered onto the top, and then the top goes in there and gets soldered to the back and the sides, and then we've got ourselves a guitar body. So all of this sort of stuff was kind of cobbled together by looking at different sheet metal makers. The flanging idea was from something I found online about guys who make airplanes. Like, making guitars is cool, but there's guys out there who make airplanes, and that's how they do it, with like plywood forms and just a hammer and stuff. So this is kind of like a combination of a bunch of different techniques from different metal workers, and so then we have our bodies, and then they get cleaned up, and that'll be our next video.